Hello, my name is Susan Vance. I am a member of SNAP, the Survivors Network of Those Abused by Priests, and I've been an advocate for victims of sexual abuse since around 2002, 2003, nearly 20 years ago. Um, I am here to ask you to please read the Pillar articles. I'm going to give you a quick thumbnail sketch of them and then ask you to please read them and understand that the Diocese of Knoxville, Tennessee is in a serious crisis. And this is not even known to the people. I suppose one out of 100 Catholics even knows about the Pillar articles, and that is really a disgrace. I've asked the local media to cover this. They will not do so. I've asked them to cover it using the typical thing of according to pillarcatholic.com, such and such, but they will not do so. So let's get to, first of all, a quick overview of the Diocese of Knoxville, Tennessee. The diocese is 36 counties, 51 missions and churches, 70,000 registered Catholics, and around 80 to 90 priests. It's a very small diocese. It has a wide, expansive area, but very few Catholics considering. But yet we have a $42 million brand new cathedral to pay for. Another story for another day. Also, let's talk about the bishops who have been in the diocese. Anthony O'Connell was the first bishop of Knoxville, and he's a pedophile. That's a topic for another day or 10. Joseph Edward Kurtz was the second bishop of Knoxville, and he is the Metropolitan or Archbishop of Louisville, Kentucky, which Knoxville falls under that particular jurisdiction. And the third is Richard Frank Sticka, who is the current bishop. This is Bishop Sticka's picture, and this is a little bit of his history. He was ordained in 85, and he came to Knoxville and was ordained bishop on March 19th, 2009. Also, around the time of 2011, 2012, Justin Regali, Archbishop of Philadelphia, Cardinal Justin Regali, he retired and moved into the house with Richard Sticka, and has remained there in retirement with Sticka. Now the articles, just very briefly. I won't bore you to death. I'll let you read them. The one on the 23rd, yes, the 23rd or 21st, whatever. This is the first article, and it's blockbuster. It talks about Sticka facing Vos Estis complaints with the Vatican and an investigation. 10 Vos Estis complaints were filed against Sticka as of the writing of this particular article. Vos Estis is a mechanism made by Pope Francis for the reporting of bishops for sexual abuse or for impeding the investigation of sexual abuse. The crux of the matter really is that we had a seminarian who was dismissed from the seminary for allegations by 3 seminarians of sexual harassment and or sexual assault. There was also an allegation of sexual assault by this seminarian of an employee of the diocese. You should read this entire article because it will give you a whole lot of information that you will want to understand. On April 29th, the Pillar came out with this article on Sticka accepted a deacon accused of misconduct, and Knoxville priests criticized the pattern of leadership. Very important that a bishop who claims to be a zero tolerance bishop on abuse would take a seminarian who was refused ordination in another diocese, take him and say, I'm going to ordain this man. Very important that you read this and understand what it's about. Now, in May, there were 2 more articles. The May 17th article, Knoxville Bishop replaced investigator and seminarian probe. There's a lot more in this article than just that, but let it be known that An investigation by the Diocesan Review Board was begun. An investigator was hired. Bishop Sticca did not like him and his investigative techniques, I suppose. You need to read the article. This was a very qualified man who had been an investigator with the Tennessee Valley Authority. But the reasons why Sticca fired him are something I really want you to understand. So please read that one. May 22nd, Sticca wants the whole story ahead of Vatican investigation. This is the longest of the Pillar articles, and it encompasses the most information about the failure to dispense the payroll protection plan from COVID, the dire straits of the diocese financially, the very dissatisfied priest base and why they are unhappy and why they are worried about the future of the diocese. Very important article. Sticca invited J.D. Flynn to come to Knoxville because he wanted the whole story, and he got it. I don't think he was all that happy, though. Now, let's go to September 23rd. This is about the Vatican verdict looms for Knoxville bishop. An official ruling, I don't think, has yet come down. And this is a very good summary of what has happened since the springtime articles, April and May. It adds more information and gives you an overview of what is likely to happen, or we're still waiting. But it's important that you know it. I also wanted to show you this. If you go to rememberthesurvivors.com, you will find at the top of the page this listing of all the Pillar articles so that you can look at them and go to any one that you want. I will also put them in the information under this YouTube video. I hope I can play this for you. I have a short 14-second audio that I want you to hear.
I publicly said that anyone who was involved with a cover-up should resign, even if that's the Pope himself. For we need cleansing and purification in our church.
This is from a sermon, August 26, 2018, right in the middle of the Philadelphia grand jury report. And this was his attempt to calm the people down about that. You can listen to the whole sermon, if you wish, at Dionox TV on YouTube, August 26, 2018. I just took these 14 seconds for a very important reason. Please listen.
I publicly said that anyone who was involved with a cover-up should resign, even if that's the Pope himself. For we need cleansing and purification in our church.
He's right. Now, let's see what the end result of all this will be, because we need truth. We need wiping away corruption and cover-up. Let's see together what happens. I hope to be having more information on this YouTube channel for you as time goes on. Thank you very much for listening.